Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Late? I'm not late. What do you mean? I'm right on time. Hello, everybody. Hello. Jesus Christ, there's so many people. Hello, hello. Jeez. Hello, everyone. Storm Pegasus? I don't have a Storm Pegasus. So thanks to you guys, I was able to buy some Beyblades. And because you guys contributed to my Beyblade fund, I am now doing a Beyblade stream for everybody. Is everybody ready for some new Beyblade X Beyblades? Guys, look at this. So what I have here is I got the Beyblade X battle entry set. So this comes with the new starter Beyblade, drawn sword in red form, and a blue wizard arrow. Now, if you guys ever played the Metal Fusion series, Wizard Arrow looks very similar to Flame Sagittario, except Flame Sagittario has legs or like little hands at the bottom of it. This one doesn't. It's just a bit taller. Nice hair. What would you recommend to prevent hair loss? Just be a girl. Don't be so stressed, I guess. What else? And I got one more Beyblade. It was Dranzer S. Dranzer Spiral. So for the new Beyblade X series, they remade the Dranzer Beyblade into the new system. So, interesting thing about these new Beyblade X series is that they're basically like the Metal Fusion Beyblades, except they're on steroids. That's basically how I can describe them. Hold on, I got the box for Dranzer. Where is the Dranzer S box? Yes, so here's Dranzer S. So what they're advertising here is attack with stamina. So I think Dranzer is meant to be a, I guess, sort of balance type, where it has some stamina elements and as well as attack elements. And I guess drawn sword here looks very similar to Storm, or I think more like Galaxy Pegasus instead of Storm Pegasus. Pretty similar shape to Galaxy Pegasus, actually. Another thing is that these Beyblades are like a lot taller than the Metal Fusion Beyblades. They're also a little bit bigger. Like they're just slightly bigger. Are Beyblades still all metal? For the new series, Beyblade X, they made them metal again. So you can see the Beyblades put into multiple parts. So the tip here looks like this now. I remember for the other Beyblades, you needed a tool for them. The Metal Fusion Beyblades, you needed a tool for them. and the parts were a lot smaller. The parts are bigger for the new Beyblade X, as well as you don't really need a tool. You could just take it apart with your hand, like this. And the neat feature about the new Beyblade X series is that they have a ratchet here, so they burst, just like for Beyblade bursts. So you just slot this in right here, like this, and then put this in right here. And it fits so well. Yo, I didn't know you were into Beyblade. That's so cool. And then for the Dronster Beyblade, it's the same thing. It's a little bit taller than the drawn sword one. This has a tapered flat or a tapered tip versus this one has a flat tip. And then for the what is it, Wizard Arrow, it looks similar to Flame Sagittario. It's supposed to be a stamina type, but it's kind of got some defense type characteristics. Like for example, it has a ball tip, which usually defense types have ball tips, not stamina types. It's a little bit taller, and also it's, I think blade, it's called a blade now, is quite round. So it deflects a lot of attacks. It's very circular. Honestly, I really like the designs of the new Beyblades. And like, I gotta show you this. These things are absolutely juiced. Like, these things are insane with how much power they have. Think of, as you were a kid when you played with Metal Fusion Beyblades, now think of those on steroids. So I'm gonna launch this here. I'm gonna launch the drawn sword. Look at these. These are absolutely roided out. These things are so powerful. I think the spinner is like, how much? Pretty sure the spinner is like 4 times as strong as like the regular Beyblades, or the Metal Fusion ones. The new rip launchers are actually insane. Yes, they are insane. I'm pretty sure because in the inside they're geared, so you actually get a way more powerful rip to a point where actually you can kind of you can pull your arm muscle just by like ripping it. Super damn cool, super powerful. Yeah, these are insanely powerful. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. It's like, even though this Wizard Arrow is supposed to be a stamina type Beyblade, you could still make it act like an attack type Beyblade by ripping it hard enough. Because just the friction is so high, because you can spin it so much. Like if I full force rip this here, it will start to go out in circles like this. No. Oh, get back. No. I used to play Beyblade with my friend all the time as kids, though we never had arenas, so we go to the apartment courtyard, grab a box, and make a dent in the middle of it. Good times. What I would use is I would use a pot lid. I would take like a glass pot lid or like a metal pot lid, and I just use that as a stadium. So I remember the Hasbro stadiums were like really bad. And I also just didn't like the Hasbro Beyblades as much. Sen ha shu sai mai ko to. I don't speak Mandarin, I'm sorry. Or Cantonese. I'm sorry, I don't speak Cantonese. Like these are actually, I'm gonna use Dranzer S here. Thank you for the $2 and the 10 gifted memberships. Storm Capricorn is the best Beyblade. I actually had a Storm Capricorn. It was funny because, Jesus Christ. I had a Storm Capricorn. Also, everybody who received the gifted sub, please say thank you to Coffee Bender. Thank you very much, Coffee Bender, for the 10 gifted. You want to make sure you have good manners. Why did you sling back like that? What do you mean? What do you mean, why did I sling back like that? I'm just trying to get the hardest rip. Like, this is supposed to be a stamina type Beyblade, and you see that? Like, this is brutal. I don't think any of them are gonna burst. Wait, I wanna try to burst. I need to try to burst one. We used to build Beyblade at a plus, basically small planting bits you could put together almost like Lego. Interesting. I fear for that plastic barrier. Dranzer is a stamina. No, Dranzer is like supposed to be a balance type-ish. So on the Dranzer here, on the packaging, it advertises attack plus stamina is the whole like gimmick for the Dranzer S Beyblade. That's what it advertises. It has a taller 3-prong attack like ratchet here. So the ratchet is kind of cool is that you can, if you hit the person's ratchet, you could burst them. So you can explode someone's Beyblade, which is awesome. But also the burst resistance determined by the tip as well. So see how see how these two Beyblades, these for Wizard Arrow versus Drancer S, the two tips here, how the shaft kind of like differs. See how the shaft is thicker for Drancer versus the shaft is thinner for Wizard Arrow. When you stick the prong into the ratchet, it's looser, so that it's easier to burst. Versus when you use an attack ratchet, if you stick it into the ratchet, it's tighter, so it's harder to burst. And typically stamina types are meant to be taller. They also have like more tips with less friction on them. So it's like taller, like pointier tips, and then rounder metal parts or clashing parts, because you don't want your stamina type to get knocked around as much. So you want it to be as round as possible, so it's harder to knock it. Versus when you have an attack type Beyblade, you want to have as many ridges as possible so that it can hit the opponent out of the arena. For this Drancer Beyblade, they kind of have some attack elements, but as you can see, it's pretty round. It's kind of shaped like a bolt, but because the Drancer is quite round, it's not going to hit as hard as like the top of the the drawn sword. And also for the bottom here, it's taller. And when it's taller, it means it's going to scrape on the bottom of the stadium a lot less. And also, the tip is taller too, as well as it has less surface area than the flat tip that the drawn sword has. Is this the motherfucking Beyblade stream? Just cover the tip with butter, easy win. But the thing is that for attack type Beyblades, you want them to have friction on the stadium, because when they have friction on the stadium, just physics, they start zooping around everywhere because there's more energy being transferred to the ground from the Beyblade. So it starts zooming. Like, compare these two. So I'm gonna use a stamina type wizard arrow here. When I launch it flat like this, it stays in the middle mostly. It doesn't really do much, right? Stays in the middle, it lasts a lot longer. You're a fan of Beyblade? Name all the Beyblades, I dare you. I do know quite a few Beyblades. I don't think I know all of them. But as you can see, it just stays in the middle here, and it doesn't really do anything. This is because the tip is rounded and has very little friction with the stadium, meaning it's not going to move around so much. But then when you use the drawn sword with the flat tip, it has a lot of friction with the stadium, making it go like absolutely insane. You can see it's so much more aggressive. Learning more about physics than in school. So you can see, because of the friction with the stadium, it does make the pattern that it moves around a lot different. Also, another thing is that because drawn sword is so much shorter, as drawn sword's ratchet is like quite a bit shorter, and also its tip is shorter. This helps it get under other Beyblades. So what it says on the box here, you can't read it obviously, but what it says on the box here is that what drawn sword specializes in is hitting the opponent upwards when they're on the edge, on the ledge here. So because you can see the shape of it, when it's kind of tilted, when the opponent's tilted a little bit, it specializes in hitting them upwards and knocking them off balance. So because this is so much shorter, it gets under the other Beyblade and goes pew, pew. But because it's spinning like a gyroscope anyways, it's not gonna immediately turn like this. The weight from the gyroscopic momentum is gonna keep it up for the most part until it hits the side of the stadium, then it gets knocked off of balance. I remember hearing stories of kids who put razor blades on them or modify them to do more damage. That sounds insane. I love it. Do you have any Metal Fusion ones? Yes, I do. I have Earth Eagle here. My Earth Eagle faceplate broke, so I just have a Flame Sagittario tip or faceplate. And then I have a Rock Giraffe. And then I also have Galaxy Pegasus here. I really like the Galaxy Pegasus. I always wanted a Big Bang Pegasus, but I never actually got into them or got the Big Bang Pegasus. I never played Beyblade, but it makes sense now. Let it rip. Let it rip. These are fun to use though, but like, I like using the attack type Beyblades because they're fun to watch. It's like, I'm gonna see if I can burst this here. Oh, jeez. Oh, I didn't knock it off balance enough. It's probably gonna lose. Drawn sword's probably gonna lose this one. Yeah. The key with using drawn sword is that you have to conserve your stamina by not hitting the extreme line here. So the cool thing about Beyblade X2 is that they added something called the extreme line. And so there are actually these gears on the edge of the Beyblade stadium here. It's like little gear teeth. And for the bottom of the Beyblades, they have gears by the tips so that when it hits the extreme line, it rides on the extreme line and then it can attack the other Beyblade, which is like really cool. Like here, I'm gonna try to see if I can get an extreme knockout. It's like that, see? So one time we were playing with our aforementioned box arenas, right? Though this time we wanted to do a standing launch like in the anime. My Galaxy Pegasus broke, my friends rock me owned energy ring. Yeah, that's about understandable. I think that stuff like that happens. Especially with Metal Fusion ones. These ones seem a lot more sturdy, to be honest. Like, these Beyblades feel so much more sturdy than the Metal Fusion ones. Like these ones you could chuck at like a rock and it's not gonna affect it at all. Like this one's already taken so many blows, this one as well, to just like everywhere, and it's just barely damaged. The annoying thing with like the Metal Fusion ones is that because the rotation was very, like when it hit the other Beyblade, it put a lot of stress on the faceplate actually, so that when it actually constantly pushes, I guess it's like when it spins, right? The momentum is pulled around with the metal part because it's the center of gravity, is the heaviest part, right? And then when it hits another Beyblade, that suddenly stops. But then the rest of it's still kind of like spinning or shot in another direction, which puts a lot of stress in the center here, like this part right here. So it just cracks the fusion, or not the fusion wheel, it cracks the faceplate, and then you usually end up having to replace your faceplate. But for these ones, they removed, like, it's free spinning here. So at least when it hits there, it's not putting so much stress on like the middle part of the Beyblade. So it doesn't break this faceplate. Also the faceplate actually, it has a cover on it so you don't scratch it, which is kind of cool. Yo, quick question. How much did it hurt when you kicked the table thing? It hurt a little bit. Yeah, it did hurt a little bit, but not that much. I'm gonna see if I can try to burst the wizard arrow. Oh, these are brutal. I got the extreme finish though. I never seen anybody that knew this much in detail about Beyblade. I even know about like launching techniques, because this is how I used to beat everybody in the schoolyard, is that I had like really specific launch techniques. It's all based around physics too. But if you do a sliding launch, or like for example, this launch, This is like what I use in Beyblade X. Because the last thing you want to do in Beyblade X is to accidentally hit the extreme line immediately as you launch. Because then you scrape on it and you lose a lot of your stamina. And because with physics, if the difference in force is too big, you're not actually going to transfer a lot of energy. So the Beyblade needs to slow down a little bit before it can actually catch on to the extreme line. If it's spinning too fast and it touches the extreme line, you're just going to scrape on the extreme line. So you want to avoid the extreme line at the very beginning of the match, and then later in the match when things settle down a little bit, you can start using this extreme line and you'll actually use it more effectively. So what I like to do is you can rip it as hard as you can, but you have to rip it on like an angle, like this, and then do a sliding. If you do like kind of a slide a little bit, and then it uses the extreme line. I think it especially works for a drawn sword because you're basically using the edge of the tip here, so that it uses less friction, so it doesn't move as far. So you just do a little slide and a tilt, and then it relaxes at the beginning here. And then once it gets its center of gravity, like once it becomes like steady, like centered, it starts to get more friction on the stadium, and then it starts going crazy. I had concerns when I saw you playing the King Kong game. Now I'm on the verge of calling the police. Doesn't have a longer cord to make it go fast. This is just what I got with the set. I don't know if there's like I don't know if there's other like rip cords. I think there is. There's like a string launcher, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna be going to Japan in like a month, so I'm probably gonna pick up some Beyblades. I need more Beyblade funds. I need more money for Beyblades. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough money for Beyblades. What do you call it? I don't know, like the delay attack, I guess. There's another thing you can do is you can have the flower pattern attack. The flower pattern doesn't seem to work as well for the Beyblade X, to be honest. They seem to be a lot more slippery, but yeah, this is a flower pattern. If you launch it at an angle so that the Beyblade is in slope with the stadium, like slightly tilted, so the Beyblade slightly is like touching the edge of the stadium, it will go in a flower pattern. And that's what I used to beat all the kids in the schoolyard. Use a drill. I don't have a drill. Drill, Beyblade, goth, pretty girl. Wait, I'm not even goth though. Why are you guys calling me goth? How am I goth? You guys are weird calling me goth. Such powerful techniques. I'm gonna try to burst this. Oh, jeez. Still not bursting. Knocked it off balance though. So won the stamina. See it's in the corner there, and now it's gonna start zipping. Easy. Easy Beyblade techniques. I kind of like try to launch it in the corner. Oh shit, it's just mauling. No, it's off balance. No. Oh, wait. It was a draw. I thought that was definitely drawn sword was gonna lose there. I'm coming for the ratchet. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, what I like to do is I like to launch these on like a tilt so that when it hits the other Beyblade, it knocks it off balance. So its gyroscope's off center. And then once it's off center, my Beyblade starts to stabilize and it knocks it away. And it's a lot easier to knock a Beyblade that's off balance than a Beyblade that's in balance. Because once you make the gyroscope off center, it's a lot easier to knock it around. Oh! It bursted. Base stress. I bursted it. Also, it's nice so when you like launch your attack type on a tilt, it can hit the ratchet of the other Beyblade and it just explodes. Oh god. Try drawn sword on the calm tip, on the round tip. I'll try that. I'm gonna switch the drawn swords tip here. It's gonna make it a little bit taller. To be honest, I don't know if drawn sword would make a good stamina type. It's not very round, so it's gonna get knocked around a lot. If I put it on an angle. Oh, Jesus. It knocked itself out. I was totally addicted to Beyblade when I was 12, played it by myself while watching anime so much I got an injury in my biceps. Honestly, I'm feeling in my biceps too. It kind of hurts a little bit. What if I switch the drawn sword? If I give drawn sword the stamina tip, or it's more like a defense tip actually, and then I give wizard arrow the attack tip. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, wizard arrow is just way too tall. Yeah, when you give wizard arrow the attack tip, because it's too tall, it just knocks itself off of balance when it hits. So because they're like similar height, or no, wizard arrow is slightly taller. Even though it's on the attack here, it's gonna actually deflect itself a lot more because it is taller. So drawn sword is just standing there and wizard arrow is just like here, and it just like deflects itself. So it doesn't really make a good attack type unless you shoot it on like an angle. It's like maybe if you shoot it on a diagonal here, so it knocks it upwards, maybe that can work. But it's like you might as well at that point just give it a shorter ratchet. It's like, see, now it's knocked it off of balance. Oh, it's off balance too, though. Now that was closer because it actually knocked it off of balance. VeggieTales is the most thought-provoking anime in modern era, and the manga completely stops Berserk and Vagabond in both art and storytelling. I remember getting the sickest, coolest Beyblade over vacation, then I came back to school and no one played with them anymore. Was heartbroken. All Beyblades come in different sizes, like Beyblade Bursts are small and have no gimmicks, unlike Beyblade Burst Sparking where they're heavyweights. The Beyblades I play with are lower quality. I always wanted to buy those Beyblade shooting devices with the heads of a dragon, Dranzer, and Drigger on them. Why do you give me moist critical? I don't know why everybody keeps saying I'm like moist critical. You guys are just weird. Oh, they both got knocked out at the same time. I never used the sparking things. I never seen it. Seems like it would be cool though. Oh jeez, knocked itself out. Maybe I'd go on a Beyblade shopping spree stream in Japan if I get a fuck ton of buckaroos. Although I don't know how I would get the internet to stream that. Also, I don't have a phone to stream that. I wish I could though. Knock it off balance. Oh. Oh. Damn. Wizard arrow. Anybody with the deadpan voice is moist to everyone. Have you tried Bakugan too? Yes, I have tried Bakugan, but the problem with Bakugan is because I was mostly alone through my childhood, so I liked toys where you could play with yourself. Like play by yourself. I remember having ones that light up, like El Drago comes up to mind. Oh, I actually have an El Drago here. I don't have the tip actually, but I do have an El Drago. Yeah, look, I have the El Drago ring and the thank you for the $5. Now this is some high-level true autism. I am enjoying the dedication to such specificity and detail. Nobody in my schools in Miami liked Beyblades. That's just sad. That is sad. No Beyblades. Why even live? SMH. I also have a Twisted Tempo. I think I got it from someone in the school because I was like huge into Beyblades, but then it became like uncool to like Beyblades, and I was like, oh, but I still like Beyblades though. So a lot of the kids just gave me their old Beyblades. I got a poison wheel though. There's also these things from Metal Fusion. These like skill points things, where you could transfer with each other. I guess also with the attack type Beyblades, you could just like rip them flat and immediately use the extreme line. Say maybe if the opponent doesn't rip hard enough and they like to stand in the middle here, you can just do this, immediately get the extreme line, and just knock them out like that. Just rip it like flat. When you rip it flat, it immediately goes crazy. Whereas if you rip it on an angle, it's like a little bit delayed. With this. What some people end up doing is that, like, they rip it too hard or they bounce it. Then it can just like end up bouncing everywhere. But that's not a very efficient use of energy. It's like you want to be very deliberate when you rip, because like if you waste energy especially at the beginning, you're not going to survive until the later parts of the battle. Like this is not really a good use of energy, because it's just sort of bouncing out around everywhere, like inefficiently. It's not doing a proper extreme dash, just kind of bouncing off the edges a bit, and that's not really productive. Because if you know how to actually spin the Beyblade, you just need, if you're using attack type, you just need one good hit, and that's enough to actually win the fight. Even if you just land one good hit and it doesn't knock them out, you'll still probably win the stamina battle, because it'll knock them off of balance. It'll knock them off balance so that once you do hit them, you actually drain their stamina like crazy. Bam. It's like, yeah, just one good hit is all you need. There's actual skill to Beyblade. It is still a lot of luck. Like, there is skill to it, but it's like, I would say it's like 50% luck, 50% skill. It's like, there's still quite a bit of luck in Beyblade. That's one of the issues. It's like not completely a skill-based game, but also not completely a luck-based game either. It's all about probability and also picking the right Beyblade to counter your opponent. Like, for example, if your opponent is trying to use a taller Beyblade so that it can get more stamina, to use a shorter Beyblade would be a good counter to it. If your opponent's using a defense-type Beyblade, it's best to use a stamina-type Beyblade to beat it. If your opponent's using an attack-type Beyblade, you could use a defense-type Beyblade to counteract it. And then there's more skill in using like balance-type Beyblades, because balance-type Beyblades are like a mix of the characteristics. Like, for example, Dronser S is sort of a balance-type Beyblade because it does have attack-type characteristics, but it's kind of like in between attack and stamina. It's not 100% attack, not 100% stamina either. It's like trying to be a mobile or like a stamina-based attack type. But to be honest, I don't think it's really good at either of them that well. Like, Dronser S is like, I don't think is a very good Beyblade. Not that great. It's maybe not awful, but it's like not very good because it's too tall. It's too tall to be a good attacker from like below, and its like blade is too round to also like hit them very hard. It's like its tip gives it a little bit of more stamina than say like a flat tip from drawn sword, but it's like it's still not enough to beat like a attack or a stamina type anyways. So it's probably better to use drawn sword anyways, because then you could just hit the stamina type and drain all of its like energy from knocking it off balance at the very least. Oh, it knocked itself out. Like, it's too tall to be an effective attack type. It's also too round to actually knock anything out anywhere. So usually most of the time it's just gonna end up like, it's gonna end up just spinning out to stamina types even. Like that. Do you know what's up with bays that get faster when they're hit? You mean like spin steel Beyblades? Those are like left spinning Beyblades. Okay, what if I wabam and stole the Beyblades? I would be very sad and I would cry. I would want more Beyblades. But thank you for the $2. This will go to my Beyblade funds. 100%. When I go to Japan this December, this New Year's, I'm gonna buy some Beyblades, 100%. There's no way I'm not buying Beyblades in Japan. Thank you, Raphael. Remember when the metal Beyblades got banned at my school? Didn't stop anything. I mean, just get... Once it's off the regular market, just go to the black market, am I right? It's knocked it off balance quite a few times. I don't know which one's gonna win here. It might be pretty close. No, Drancer's gonna scrape and lose. It's like just barely avoiding it. Oh, wait. Oh, it was a draw. The problem with Wizard Arrow is that it gets knocked off balance so easily, and when it gets knocked off balance, it just loses so much spin so quickly. You're going to Japan? That's awesome. I know, right? I went to Japan last year and I was like, I can't move to Japan yet because I don't make quite enough money yet. Almost though. Almost though. But I was like, since I'm staying here for another year, I might as well, like, the only thing that's keeping my sanity here is just like being able to go to Japan again this December, at the very least. I'm probably going to do some vlogging in Japan. Beyblades are more fun with friends. Thank you for the donation. Patch. D. Hendersfeld. Hertzfeld. Beyblades is more fun with friends, 100%, but I don't have many friends. Excuse me. I'm gonna try launching Metal Fusion Beyblade versus a Beyblade X Beyblade. I think that'll be interesting. I got the Metal Fusion launcher here. I got all the cool things with it. I'll make sure you'll be able to afford more Beyblades while you're over there. Anything, it's a worthy cause. It's the Beyblade cause. Look, this Beyblade's just gonna... Actually, I don't know. The Metal Fusion Beyblades are just so much shorter. Oh, that's not efficient. That's not a good use of energy. No, it's just circling. Dronzer sucks. Dronzer S sucks ass. What's your favorite Beyblade? I really like the Pegasus series. I like the Pegasus Beyblades. Those are my favorite Beyblades. Alright, drawn sword's gonna go in. It might actually burst itself on the Beyblade. The Metal Fusion Beyblades are just so low to the ground that it's not really gonna like hit. Damn. Earth Eagle takes another one. Earth Eagle just too strong. Maybe if I try Wizard Arrow. See if Wizard Arrow can take it. Unless Wizard Arrow just bursts himself on the other one. I feel like Wizard Arrow is just gonna burst. Oh. I love Beyblade. Beyblade is so fun just to watch them. I liked playing with them a lot because you could just play with yourself or play by yourself. There's not a whole lot going on in this battle. It's just Earth Eagle's just circling. Oh. Just barely. Earth Eagle just barely won. Earth Eagle. Go. I swear Wizard Arrow is just gonna burst. Just wait, it's gonna happen. Oh, Wizard Arrow won that. Damn, okay. I guess the nice thing about the new Beyblades is that when they burst, they don't actually... When they burst, they're not broken. When your Metal Fusion Beyblade bursts, it means you broke your Beyblade and you need a new one. Sounds like a warplane, wow. Kinda does. Maybe I should try Galaxy Pegasus. How about I'll try Wizard Arrow versus Galaxy Pegasus. That sounds interesting. Oh, it's just circling. Aw, Galaxy Pegasus is probably gonna lose this, or definitely gonna lose this. Yeah, it's just circling. Plus the spinners are like a lot less powerful. Kind of annoying when your bay just keep going in circles and it loses stamina. That's when you got a flower pattern. Like this. That's how you avoid that. So when you launch on an angle a little bit towards a stadium, oops. When you launch on an angle, it goes in a flower pattern. It's like that. That's how you stop the Beyblades from just going in circles. Are you reliving your middle school days? Maybe. This is really fun though. I like this. This is fun. Maybe if being a middle schooler is so fun, fuck it. I'll be a middle schooler today. That also maybe means all you guys are going to prison. Oh, it's missing. No. It's just going around in circles. This needs to be a battle royale roster. I'm pro Beyblader. What a rip. No, it's too light. It's just circling. No. Yeah, it's not really doing anything. The stadium is too big for Galaxy Pegasus to really knock it out. What's your thoughts on Yu-Gi-Oh? It's not a game you can play by yourself, but have you ever tried it? No, I haven't really tried it specifically because I can't play it by myself. I had no siblings growing up, so. Try Earth Eagle versus Galaxy Pegasus. Chase him. No, the stadium's way too big. Yeah, Galaxy Pegasus is not gonna knock Earth Eagle anywhere. The stadium's like just way too big for that. The Metal Fusion Beyblade stadiums were like only about as big as like this smaller area here. But because the new Beyblades are so much more powerful, it's able to they're able to knock out into these corners here. I still like the drawn sword versus the wizard arrow matchup. That's pretty fun to watch. It's between the stamina of wizard arrow versus the attack, the barrage of drawn sword. Oh, it knocked it. Oh. Oh, Jesus. It just demolished it. It burst. I like when they go burr. Yeah, drawn sword just absolutely demolished wizard arrow there. Oh, oh, again. It didn't knock it off of balance though, but I don't know. Is it gonna survive? Yeah, no. It knocked it hard, but it didn't knock it out of balance. I miss being a kid and throw my Beyblades in the bowl. Thank you for the 2R. Thank you so much. Putch, 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 putch. Everybody. Putch, putch, putch. Thank you so much. Oh, intense. Kaneko hato. Hato kaneko. We're literally crying over Wizard Arrow's loss. Killed itself. Oh, Jesus. No. That damage, though. It just took one hit. It deflected itself. Oh, it keeps missing. No, I think Wizard Arrow's winning this one. Unless there's like something really lucky happening. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Look at this, boys. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it burst. That was lucky. Drawn sword won. Wizard Arrow burst before it lost stamina. That was really lucky. I gotta shoot it in the corner there. Oh, good ricochet. Cool Beyblade arena. I bought some bays a while back, but ended up completely wrecking the string launcher due to being low quality. I wonder where else you can get the OG ones. For these ones, I got them from Mall of Toys. I think there's another one, or another store called Bays and Bricks. Those ones have some like fake Beyblades, but they label them as fake. This one's on an angle, so... Oh, Jesus. It didn't knock it off balance, though. Oh! Extreme finish. Holy bananas, this is the most gory battling I've seen in a long time. The Beyblade X is like insane. Oh, it knocked it up. Oh. I think Wizard Arrow is gonna win this unless it gets off balance. Oh, is it? No, I don't think. Yeah, no. There was a couple good hits there from Drawn Sword, but it didn't knock Wizard Arrow off balance. It's about getting one of the hits that knock it off balance. Like that. That's a good hit. That's a really good hit. And there's a good chance like Drawn Sword is gonna win this one now. Ah, it was close. Oh, there's a countdown, please. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Oh! That was a good shot. Right into the ditch. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. I didn't do a good rip there. Wizard Arrow is a good stamina type. It is a pretty good stamina type. I think, like what a lot of people say is that the round tip doesn't make sense on a stamina type. But I would argue in like the Beyblade X Stadium, because it's so much more aggressive, it's probably better to have the round tip because then it actually is more stable. Like practically, maybe not like the full objective like amount of stamina, like if it were just to be ripped like flat like this. Maybe it would have less stamina than some other Beyblades. But it's like, because it has a round tip, it gives us at least some stability. How much it all costs you? This cost me about like $175. The DS game I was talking about minutes ago had some very cool mechanics. Are you talking about the DS one where it had Galaxy, or not Galaxy Pick, it's Cyber Pegasus? Because I had that game. Look, I'll show you. Where's my Cyber Pegasus? I don't know where I had it just like 30 minutes ago. I don't know where it went. Yeah, there was one Beyblade game I had where it came with the Cyber Pegasus, and that was kind of cool. It's still spinning, this Beyblade. It has quite a long spin time. Beyblades are just a visual, my brain cell's trying to function. Well, he's still spinning. Yeah, it has quite a bit of stamina. Now it's kind of silent, but it's probably going to drop like in 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. There we go. Wizard is the underdog and I'm all for it. Wizard Arrow is like Flame Sagittario. It's literally just the Beyblade X version of Flame Sagittario. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it knocked itself out. Pegasus going to make a triumphant return. I wouldn't be surprised if they make a remake of Storm Pegasus or something. Because they made a remake of the Drancer S. So I wouldn't be surprised if they remade Pegasus. They both got knocked out. Jeez. These are brutal. Yeah, honestly, the Dronzer isn't very good. I think out of all the Beyblades, out of the 3 Beyblades I got, I would say Drawn Sword is probably the best, but and Dronzer S is probably the worst because it just doesn't. It's not really good at anything. Ow. Oh yeah, Drawn Sword is definitely gonna win this one. Knocked it really off balance. Yep. That was a good hit. Do you have any old school Beys with you, like the original Beyblades? I don't have those because I never played with the original Beyblades, like the plastic ones. The first Beyblades I played with were the Metal Fusion series, because that's the ones that were out when I was a kid. Oh. Oh, it knocked it off of balance. Oh yeah, it's knocking it out of balance. No, it knocked it into balance again. Damn it. Any Shogun of Steel? I didn't get the Shogun of Steel ones. I got the prototype Metal Fusion. Like I had the Metal Pegasus before the energy wheel was there. And I had Storm Pegasus. I had Galaxy Pegasus. And I stopped at Galaxy Pegasus. I wanted Big Bang Pegasus, but people at my school stopped playing Beyblade, so it didn't become as fun anymore. Oh, brutal. No, I was wasting so much stamina. I don't think Drawn Sword is winning this. Feels bad for my man, Drawn Sword. Oh my god. It was attacking without its tip. No, I need to go. Well, have a good day. Wizard gang all day. I sometimes feel like it would be weird for a grown adult to play with Beyblades, but I feel more confident by myself is after watching you enjoy them. These are fun. Even as an adult, they are really fun, to be honest. I am honestly, I do not regret my purchase of this. This was 100% like worth it. No, drawn sword. No. Sleep out. Thank you for the $10 for buying dope Beyblades in Japan. Thank you so much, Netism M. Arigatou gozaimasu. A very patch. Thank you. Did you ever have a Beyblade with a spring in the bottom that would bounce when you let it rip? I never did that. I guess Storm Capricorn kind of did that. Being an adult is only about paying taxes and experiencing constant misery, I guess. I didn't know anything about Beyblades, but I want them now. They're really fun. I definitely recommend them. 100% recommend playing with Beyblades as an adult. Ugh. Go, Dronser. No, you killed yourself. Oh, wait. Almost. He came back. He came back. Oh, is he gonna win this? No. That was close though. Man, Dronser sucks. It killed itself. Why couldn't it be me? It won't flung away out of the boxes. No. This thing protects you pretty well, to be honest. Simple joys in my real life. Do I remember me and my friend managed to get one of the smaller bootleg plastics teams and got our bays were so cracked and sped along the edge like buzz saws. Made a special move together. Those things are fun. Just like even just getting a really crappy stadium, even just playing on like the ground even is like fun. It's just fun to see them like zip around. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. And now it's off. Now it's bouncing around. Oh, it won. Wait, Dronser actually won. Oh, jeez. It's just bouncing around everywhere. Wait, it actually won. Again. What? Dronzer's making a comeback? Ow. You've inspired me to get this for your kids. Are your kids like adults? You have to get these from Japan. They don't actually sell them in Americas yet. Come on, Dronser. You can beat his ass, Dronser. Why does he keep bouncing everywhere? Oh. Dronser is actually winning. He Sudoku'd. Okay. Can you stack multiple metal rings on the same Beyblade? I remember doing that as a kid. Then again, I don't remember if that was only doable with fakes or originals. You can't really do that with these because you can't really, because with the metal fusion ones, they have a screw. Like they have a bolt on the top. For these ones, there's no bolt. It's a face plate, and that attacks to a ratchet here. So it attaches to a ratchet, which attaches to a tip. So you can't really put it in, like you can't really put it together in any like illegal way, I guess. I'm surprised Dronser is actually winning this. Killed itself. It's Sudoku'd. No, why couldn't it be me? Jesus. That's strong. Okay. Okay, Dronser. I'm gonna put drawn sword here. And drawn sword killed itself. No. God, I wish that were me. Beyblade, let it rip. Let it rip. Oh, it's attacking its legs. Is it gonna burst? Oh, it bursted. Yep. She about to break her neck. Hello, Kabuki Sage. You have a check mark. I'm about to break my neck, letting it rip. This is just my rip technique. Don't judge me. I have weak arms. I need to use my whole body. Oh, Jesus. These launchers are much harder to rip than the metal fusion ones. The metal fusion ones are like a lot less powerful, so it actually does take a lot of energy to like rip it. Like the new ones at least. Come on, you just had to try. If you tried this, you would realize that this is actually difficult to rip. It bursts. Drawn sword just keeps bursting the wizard arrow. I should try Dronzer versus drawn sword. I need 2 launchers though for this because their stamina isn't very high. Jesus. Yo, Lisa got 300 plus viewers. Truly is a powerful Beyblade stream. You guys paid for this. This is why I had a Beyblade fund. You guys literally donated to my Beyblade fund. And now that you get a Beyblade stream. You guys literally asked for this. That was so much bloodthirsty one I've seen yet. Oh god. These ones are brutal. Oh. I never played Beyblade or watched it, but I know Moses split the Red Sea with one. Ever got any Beyblade injuries? Actually, I'm getting a blister here from ripping the cord. I have a blister. I don't know if you can see it, but I actually got a blister from ripping the cord. It actually kind of hurts to rip the cord a little bit. These are like really tough to rip. There's a lot more resistance. Let it rip. Oh, jeez. Oh, it killed itself. It's Sudoku'd. Blisters, no medicine. I guess I can have like Tiger Balm and put it on. Maybe that would help. I don't know. Stadium's moving off screen. Can't quite see. Oh, here we go. That's better. All right, I'm gonna use Dronzer versus Drawn Sword again. Dronzer S versus Drawn Sword. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. Jesus Christ, I have 400 viewers now. What the fuck? Why is there so many people watching this Beyblade stream? Why are you guys so obsessed with watching me play Beyblades? I don't get it. You guys are weird. Beyblade Munda. Too violent. Beyblade is base. It slaps. Because Beyblades are sick. So many people in chat. Jesus. More violence, more fun. Came back from Japan with Beyblades last week. Yo, that's sick. I just found your channel through your drawing shorts. You have a great style. Thank you. Look, these Beyblades are so brutal that you can see the little plastic bits in the stadium. There's like tiny flecks of plastic. I don't know if you can see it. See this? There's like plastic dust Because they're just like clashing with each other so hard. That's brutal. That's actually insane. I feel like I've time traveled to 2006. Welcome to 2006. Go, drawn sword. Beat his ass. Yes. Yes. He's off balance. No. Oh, it was a draw. Did you know that in the 1800s they would launch Beyblades into the backs of criminals as punishment? Damn. Damn, I didn't expect this. Just picked up drawn dagger set. I kind of want the drawn dagger set. That would be cool to have. As a drawn dagger and Hell's Chain, right? I think the one that seems really cool is Wing Phoenix. Or Phoenix Wing. That one seems cool. I think the one I actually really want right now is Shark's Edge. Wait, are they metal blades? Yes, they are metal. I'm gonna do Dranzer S again. Oh my god, that almost got out of the stadium. Oh, knockout. That was a lame knockout. It just kind of gave up. No, it killed itself. Almost killed itself. It's out for blood. Jesus. You know, the interesting thing about the Dranzer S is that this part that would normally be the plastic part in like the older Beyblades, this is actually metal. This is just painted metal here. You can see the two layers. It is actually painted metal. I thought this was plastic at first, this part, but it's actually metal. It does look really cool though. I think they mimicked the original look of the Dranzer S really well. Does Dranzer do better when off balance? Not really, because the ratchet here is so wide that it actually scrapes on the stadium. It loses a lot of momentum from that. I think when this Beyblade, Drawn Sword, when it's off balance, it does actually do better, in my opinion, because it has little fangs here that hit it up. Anything that hits up actually knocks it upwards. It needs to be on an angle a little bit under the other Beyblade to actually knock it upwards, which can knock the other Beyblade off balance. I think it's really good at doing that. How much was the set? To import this from Japan, it costs about $175 for all these Beyblades, which was kind of expensive. Which one is the best Beyblade? In my opinion, I think out of the three I got, out of Wizard Arrow, Dranzer S, and Drawn Sword, I think the Drawn Sword one is the best. I tried like mixing up the combinations a little bit between the three, I still think drawn sword is like the best. Even out of the combined ones, out of the ones I have at least. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Jesus Christ. Damn, that costs as much as a perfect grade. Well, the difference is that I got 3 Beyblades and a stadium. But I also had to pay import fees and taxes and stuff like that, so that was kind of a lot of money. When I go to Japan this December, maybe I'll get like more Beyblades. I must have more Beyblades. Beyblades are too fun to not have more of. Three, two, one, go shoot! Oh, it landed on top. More Beyblade, more action. We all know that you say go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Go shoot. First 体勢。ファースト体勢、ダッシュ、持久、防御、攻撃。I like how it has all the stats and stuff for the parts that this comes with. I really like the packaging. It looks very clean. Like this. This says right here is that this wizard arrow, it specializes in Enshin Yoku Jikyu. So it specializes in I guess central what is it? Center of gravity or like center spin. It's like a gyroscope with like stability. And then Jikyu is stamina. So stability and stamina. 強い遠心力を生み出すブレードと持久力の高いビットで長時間回ることに優れる。So because of the blade, it has very good like center momentum. And for the tip, it says that because of the rounded tip, it has a moderate amount of movement and attack, so it's able to. It has a high chance of avoiding, and also it has a good amount. It has good stamina. So this Beyblade is kind of meant for like holding its center of gravity and also for somewhat avoiding attacks because it has a rounded tip, not a pointed tip. Because if you're in the center in the Beyblade X, you'll just get extreme dashed and destroyed so easily. Unemployed loser attempts to explain Beyblade physics. I'm doing my best, okay? You don't understand. You don't understand my love for Beyblade. I will be the ultimate Beyblader. I have the blader spirit in me. You should get Hell Scythe for real. I'll get Hell Scythe when I'm in Japan. Oh, Jesus. Absolutely demolished that. That just demolished. Careful not to catch your hair in the ripper. The bladder spirit. No, I have the blader spirit. Why you guys have to keep mishearing me? Oh, this doesn't look good for Dranzer S. Dranzer S is so easy to knock off balance. It's also like very light compared to Drawn Sword. It's not really a great attack type, and it's also not that great of a stamina type either. It's just like kind of worse of both worlds, in my opinion. Oh. Oh, it's knocked it off balance. Damn. Love you, girl. I need to get some water. I'm kind of thirsty. Break time. Break from Beyblades a little bit while I get some water. Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip. Let's fight in an epic battle. Face off and spin the metal. No time for doubts now, no place for backing down. Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip. Metal fusion, let it rip. Spin now, the blade now. Bring on the power. Rise to the top, yeah, we're never giving up. I'm not sure if I should eat something. I think if I eat something, I can get like plastic bits in my foods. Not pissing again. Weekly pissing session. Yo, why are you guys looking at my feet? You guys are weird. You guys are fucked up. How dare you be like that? I need more... Man, I need more money so I can buy more Beyblades in Japan. Maybe I should make another Beyblade fund. No. Okay, there we go. There we go. Which is your favorite Beyblade X? I like Drawn Sword. Drawn Sword's fun. Drawn Sword reminds me a lot of Storm Pegasus, so I like Drawn Sword. Are you gonna face off Japanese player? Maybe when I visit my Japanese friends in Japan, I'll play Beyblade with them in the hotel or something. I'm going to buy Beyblades in Japan. I need to. I want to get a house scythe, but the stadium is going to be difficult to bring on the plane with me, so I might actually need to buy another stadium or something. Is there a Beyblade competition league in Japan? I believe there is. I mean, why wouldn't there? People are really competitive about their Beyblade. I'm gonna take a little break from Beyblades. My arm hurts a little bit from ripping. I gotta try. If I get this Beyblade fund, I'm gonna try to buy a Wi-Fi router in Japan, like for internet, and also so I can stream, and then I'll show off my Beyblades. Careful with that box in the shot. Oh, whoops. There's no address on it. Good. Okay, we're safe. Phew. There's nothing on that box. I ordered 6 blades today, and now YouTube suggested your stream. Clearly, it was fate. Want to cast for your arm also? I might need one. My arm actually kind of hurts. Are you a Pegasus enjoyer? Yes, I love Pegasus. Pegasus is like my favorite series of Beyblades. There we go. I still have a Big Bang Pegasus from years ago. Big Bang Pegasus is cool. I wish I had a Big Bang Pegasus. I wanted one. Hello, fellow Beyblade enjoyers. You good? How to donate to Beyblade Fund? You just press the donate button. In the chat, there's a money button. It's for a good cause, I swear. 일본어上手. ありがとう。だけど全然だよね。You donate by putting your credit card info in chat. Hey Chung-chan. Hey Sayonara. I give you my social security, will you show Bionicles? I actually played with Bionicles when I was younger, but I don't have any of them anymore. I lived in Japan and my Japanese sucks. It's something you really need to work on, like just regularly practice consistently. Your streams are always chill and relaxing, always nice after my stream ends. I'm glad you like it. That's good, that is relaxing. At least someone's enjoying them. Where do I start learning Japan as a complete Japan noob? I don't know. What do you mean, learning Japan? If you want to learn Japan, you just go to Japan. If you want to learn Japanese, I recommend you start with some textbooks. Start with something like Genki or Minna no Nihongo is very common for people to start with. If you want some English in your textbook, you use Genki. If you want it to be full Japanese immersion, you use Minna no Nihongo. Bionicle is great. I just wish they were more communist. What is that even supposed to mean? What do you even mean by that? What's a Japan? It doesn't exist. Japan only exists in anime. It's a secret fantasy land that doesn't actually exist. Is the plan to eventually move to Japan? Yes, I really want to move to Japan. Where can I learn to speak Canadian? Would you believe it? You can speak Canadian in Canada or America or England. Minna no Nihongo is better than Duolingo, right? I would say so, yeah. I don't think Duolingo's that great. Maybe if you're like, I would say Duolingo's maybe good for like, maybe if you're like a tourist in Japan and you just want something to get started. But I would say using a textbook for sure is if you want to actually learn some Japanese, textbooks have a lot more value like in the stuff they teach. Where did you learn your full body launching technique? I can see the power and I just do that without thinking about it. I use my whole body because my arm is kind of weak. With Boku no Pico, you too can learn Japanese. True. I never thought of learning Japanese from Boku no Pico, but indeed, I can understand everything that they say in Boku no Pico. Marugoto is also a good textbook. I've never heard of Marugoto. I think there is one called like was it the Matome textbooks for Japanese or something. Hello everyone, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. She's a natural blader. Well, when I used to play softball, I was really good at throwing the ball because I knew how to use my whole body to actually throw the ball. I guess for me, when I like do stuff, naturally I'm just drawn towards using my whole body. I don't rely too much on like one area. Do a Bay battle in Japan and destroy the entire arena. I could do that, that would be cool. I thought you made drawing content. I do make drawing content, but I also make a bunch of other contents. Wait, I think the donation goals actually. There's like this weird thing with like Streamlabs where it's like the stream, for some reason it just doesn't count super chats because I think super chats is like a separate widget. And it's like kind of weird. 12, 15, 20, 23. I'm gonna be going to Japan on the 18th, so I must find Beyblades in Japan. That would be amazing. That would be the best thing ever. Will you do a gaming stream in the future? I already have done the gaming streams before. Elisa, how do you use Japanese in everyday life so you don't lose it? I just play my video games in Japanese and read books in Japanese. That's what I do. Like, for example, like I play Dragon Quest, or I play Bravely Default, and I just have a Japanese DS and I play it in Japanese. Important question. Do you slap or punch your arm when it falls asleep, especially when you do long drawing sessions? I punch my arm. Although my arm doesn't really fall asleep when I draw. Will you do another Beyblade stream? I'm, if I get my Beyblade fund here filled up, I will do a Beyblade stream in Japan. I will try to find a way to like stream Beyblades in my hotel room. Hard off and hobby offs in Japan have really old Beyblades. Oh, I love Hobby Off. Hobby Off is great. Thank you for the 125p. I had a Pegasus when I was young, but had to battle it in Chinese knockoffs, and the blue paint came off. Aw. Yeah, I hate it when the blue paint comes off like that. That's always a pain. Patch, thank you so much. Wait, did it even count it? The fuck? Why is it still not counting it? Ah! I don't know how much that is. Is it like $1? Why does it not count that super chat? That is, I used the correct widget. Professional streamer, I know, right? $12, $15, $20, $23. There we go. Thank you for the $3. Wait, do I have to change it again? God. I had to change it again because somebody else donated. No. There we go. There we go. Okay. This better work now. So ちらは何時ですか？今は10時だ。Another $10. Did that actually go through this? It didn't go through. I don't know why it's not going through. Ah, but thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. It's a worthy cause for the Beyblade Fund. But I just had to manually put these in for some reason because it's not working. Is it $14 now? There we go. Thank you so much. Patch. We hit 1,000 likes. Oh, we did hit 1,000 likes. Jeez. Frustrated and thankful at the same time. No, you don't give me money. It has to. I got to change it. Oh, why did you give me money? No. 125 pesos says 250 US dollars. Oh, okay. 250. There's so much math. Ah, it is not counting it. I had to change this again. No. Goal amount 200. It was $14 and now I had to add like 150, so it's like 1550 plus 10, so 2550. 2550. I had to do all the conversions in my head. This is hard. I'm not good at math. Don't know again, chat. Who needs math when you're a Beyblade champ? I know, right? I want to be loved and reincarnated as someone who's loved by their parents. Honestly, same. She's gonna dominate the Beyblade fights in Japan. Maybe I can make Beyblade friends in Japan, and I won't be alone. Come for Bailey's, stay for the math. Big brain math. Oh, I'm just no smart. That one time I was reincarnated, my parents are proud of me as a Beyblade master. I wish my parents would recognize me as a Beyblade master. I still don't know why this, like, counter isn't working properly. It's honestly such a bro moment. I don't know why. Don't worry about the widgets, just update it verbally and say your appreciation. I mean, I want to, but I'm also like autistic about it too. Elisa, have you ever gotten hurt playing Beyblades? Not really. I don't know, I guess like a blister. That's about it, really. Did it go up by itself? No, I had to manually change. I keep having to manually change the super chat goal because it just doesn't work properly for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't update. I don't know why it just doesn't update for some reason. Is it true that the bastards of YouTube keep 30% of the donation? Yeah. Whenever I get like big donations on YouTube, especially, it's like a lot of it gets eaten up by YouTube. Like if I make $200 in donations on YouTube, I get like a lot less than 200. I get like 130, 140 because I take 30%, so it's like quite a bit of it. Seriously, beat Ryuga, defeat Kai first, and then go to Takao's dojos. Shin-chan is so good. You mean like Crayon Shin-chan? お姉ちゃん大好き。黒人さん、ありがとう。What happens if you go to Japan and they challenge you with Lego Ninjago? I actually have Lego Ninjago. I do have a spinner. I have a Lego Ninjago spinner here. Lego Ninjago spinner was like so dumb. I don't understand why they did that. YouTube also needs money for Beyblades. I guess YouTube needs money for hosting Beyblade streams. No way. She came prepared. Bro, that thing is wicked. There's the Ninjago spinners were like so lame compared to Beyblades. She had it right. It was in my Beyblade box, that's why. You're rocking the choker. That's a cute. It's not a choker. It's a mala. It's called mala. They're like rosaries. You know, in like the Catholic Church, when you pray, you make a Hail Mary for everything. In the, this is the Buddhist version of it. They are mala beads. Buddhist beads. Yes, they are Buddhist beads. You know, where it's just like you have the Buddhist prayer where like ding. 寺の人望が気持ちすぎだろう寺 You know that was like 寺の人望が気持ちすぎだろう寺の人望 Thank you for the 50 MX. Wow, how much is that? I don't know how much that is. 寒いですか？うん、外が、結構寒い。それわかるとやばいじゃないか。やばくないか。But thank you for the. I don't know how much the 50 MX is. Is it like $5? I'm gonna assume it's $5. Thank you so much. Beyblades Dream in Japan. 200. Now it's $41. And 12, 15, 2023. There we go. Thank you. Patch, 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 patch. Data no chimbo ga kimochi sugi daro data. It's like the monks, you know. The monks praying when they're singing the sutras. Kawaii. Data no chimbo ga kimochi sugi daro data. これを Google 翻訳で翻訳しました。Translated with Google Translate. Diablo Nemesis is kind of heavy Beyblade and pretty hard to knock. Diablo Nemesis is OP. Can you bless me and get my artistic block out of me? I feel like someone put a curse on me because I can't get anything out lately. Everybody pray to Ja to get over his artistic block. Okay. Send your wishes. データの進歩気持ちよすぎだろうデータの進歩が気持ちよすぎだろうデータの進歩 Let's pray. Are you religious? I'm a Buddhist. I am a Buddhist person. That's why I have the Buddhist necklace, the mala, and yeah. Wow, Lisa, I noticed some super cool stickers on your laptop. I wonder where they came from. Very cool. I wonder too. Not gay song again. データの進歩が気持ちよすぎだろう データのチンポ気持ちよすぎだろデータのチンポが気持ちよすぎだろデータのチンポ気持ちよすぎだろデータチンポが気持ちよすぎだろそうだ嬉しいんで嬉しいんだ惚れる喜びたとえ尻の傷が痛んでもああああアベバンマンたくましい君はいけみんなの夢守るためためめっちゃ綺麗あ全然歌詞なんかではない歌詞なんかないよ At least the Beyblades for Buddha. Have you reached Nirvana yet? No, it's quite the journey. I still haven't reached Nirvana. We got introduced to some really cultured memes last stream. I regret having ears. What do you mean? Those were amazing memes. I don't know what you're talking about. Imagine a manga about Beyblade Buddha masters. That would be sick. That would be sick. Honestly, Buddhist monks are cool. My great grandpa was a Buddhist monk. He was cool. It's like it would be cool if there's more stories about like Buddhist monks, but there isn't really. They're more seen as just like exotic, if anything. Have you ever heard of the Buddhism hotline? No, I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is. Why don't you make it one? The holiest Beyblade ever, Buddhas. It'd be cool to have like where it's like the ring is like the mala beads or something, and then they have like other Buddhist like things where it's like the I don't know what could you put as like a Buddhist thing like the was it have like kanon or like benzaiten as like a character on it or something. Japanese gay memes are actually funny. Thank you for the $50. Jesus. Thank you so much. Everybody, patch. Thank you, Hancho Joshi. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much for the donations. Patch. Clap. That's another $50, so $91. Jeez. We're getting quite a ways to our goal now. $20.23. There you go. Updated it. You can buy like 3 Beyblades with that kind of money. I had to buy another stadium in Japan, and I probably had to give it to my friend Nabi or something. I have a friend in Japan named Nabi. Maybe I can play Beyblades with him or something. I did a gap year in Japan and met a monk that benched 160 kilograms. Wow, that's insane. I'm not like, how much is 160 kilo? I think I'm 60 kilograms. He can bench like 3 of me. Oh, he can almost bench 3 of me. He's like 2.5 of me. Beyblades are expensive. Yeah, especially the Beyblade X ones are quite expensive. Wait, why did it count as a 140? What? Now it starts working. Bro, what is going on? So it's working, but it's delayed. I guess so. It's just really buggy for some reason. Now I can't even see it. There we go. Jeez, thanks for the 148 SGD, whatever that is. What even, how much is that? Thank you so much though. Thank you so much. I don't know how much that is. How much is 148 SGD? What even is SGD? SGD to USD. USD. Oh, that's the Singapore dollar. Hello from Singapore. Uh, 谢谢. 谢谢啦. Thank you lah. That's like 100? Oh, wait. The fund's filled. どこの国の人なんだろう。カナダの人、カナダの方です。Singapore dollar. I searched how much it's worth. I think it's Singapore dollar. Bro, Singapore speaks English. They also speak Chinese though. 100% and 76. Thank you so much. Oh, people donating more. You're over donating. You're donating too much. Stop donating. What is going on? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have you listened to K-pop? A little bit. Jeez, now it's finally updating though. Okay, I guess I don't need to change it now. Or gang, but I'm glad I contributed. You contributed to a good cause. It doesn't matter how much you contributed. It's the thought that matters. The fact that you sacrificed your income for Beyblade, that is honorable. Very honorable. Let your wallets rip on those super chats. 3, 2, 1, let your wallet rip. The fund is gonna explode to full. Yeah, I know. Jesus, more. You can't stop me from donating. Bro, you guys are so persistent. The Beyblade fund's literally already full. You keep donating to the Beyblade fund. You guys like Beyblades too much. To be fair, I also like them too much. Next time, get Takara Tomy ones. I already do have Takara Tomy ones. These are Takara. Hasbro hasn't made the Beyblade X Beyblades. Do you know about Trash Taste? Yes, I do. We do love Beyblades. More Beyblades. Okay, fine. I'll do a Beyblade stream in Japan, guys. You happy? I will do it. Let's make the gold bar overflow. Is that even possible? I don't even know how that works then. They have trash taste. I mean, kinda. Some of them, you know, I was so mad at like the one. There was like one trash taste episode where they're like bread or rice, and then like I was actually unironically kind of mad at it because Connor picked bread obviously because he's white, and then Joey also picked bread, but also was like uh wasn't sure if it was like should pick rice or not. I was like, and then obviously Grant chose rice because he's Thai. But then Joey said they said like some bullshit stuff about like bread or rice. That's just like doesn't make any sense. I'm I'm on team rice, 100%. I don't like bread that much to be honest though. It's like I like bread or rice. For me, it's obviously rice. I don't even know why you think of bread. And then Grant or like and Joey and like Connor were just like, "Oh yeah, but oh yeah, but you can't really do much with rice other than just eat it plain." I'm like, or you can't put rice in soup. It's like, do you even know what ochazuke is? Joey should know. He is Japanese. He doesn't know what ochazuke is. It's like you could do so much stuff with rice. You can even make bread out of rice. I'm 100% a rice person. I don't like bread as much. Even like the nice like European bread, I'd still rather have rice. It also sits better in your stomach, to be honest. Homemade sourdough is good. Homemade sourdough is good. But bread and rice have two different uses. The thing is, Joey and Connor were just like, yeah, but there's more kinds of breads than there are rice. And it's like, there's so much more things you can do with bread than rice, which is just completely false. That's false. You can make noodles out of rice. You can't make noodles out of bread. You can make noodles out of wheat, but you can't make noodles out of bread. They're like, oh, you can do so much more with rice. That's bias. Man. My stomach's rumbling. Indeed, rice is healthier. Rice is so much healthier than just bread. Bread bread doesn't sit in my stomach very well. That's why I don't like eating it. Do you like your rice with or without the bone? Can you make a sandwich with rice? Yes, you can, actually. Have you seen it? There's literally rice sandwiches. Like in China, or no, in China and Japan, there is black rice sandwiches where they make the bread part is literally just like an onigiri. And it's just they have two of them, like a sandwich. It's like sticky rice. You can make rice noodles. I like boneless rice, but bone and bread. You can even make sake. You can make rice wine. You can make rice vinegar. You can make vinegar out of rice. You can make alcohol out of rice. You can make rice flour. You can make pastries out of rice, like rice pastries, like doughy things. Or you can make like dim sum, yamcha, you know. But can you make rice sandwich with rice bread? Yes, you can. Rice is just better. You can have soup and then you can put rice in it. Have you ever had like kongi or like okayu? Like rice porridge? You could also have soup and then you put rice in the soup, or you put soup on the rice and then you eat it with the rice. Rice is just better. You have rice with curry. Rice is 100% better than bread. For me, I could live without bread, but I can't live without rice. Kongi, yes. 이뇨이시오. 이뇨이시소. Stop making up words. What do you mean? Kongi, Kongi queen. Mochi made of rice. Yeah, mochi. Mochi is also another thing. Rice cakes. Many uses of rice from the rice spokesperson. You could also make like fermented rice, right? There is like the black variety of rice that is like kind of purplish. You can ferment it and it actually becomes alcoholic and you can eat it. What kind of rice we talking about? White rice? Just any rice. There's basmati rice, black rice, short grain rice, long grain rice. It's like there's quite a few varieties of rice that people don't consider. Bread is a distinct processed grain product. This is still a categorical error. The thing I don't get is that they still said that rice or bread is better than rice, even though bread is processed and you can inherently do less with it versus rice, which is unprocessed. That's what got me. It's like, okay, if they say wheat is better than rice, that's a better fair comparison. But the fact that they say bread is better than rice is like, bro, you're literally a tier down from like the processedness. You can inherently do less with something more processed. Bread winning over rice is like that's just a white people bias, honestly, unironically though. It's like if you said wheat is better than rice, I wouldn't be so peeved about it, right? But like bread versus rice, it's obviously rice. Even saying that you can do more than with bread or saying there's more breads than rice is like so dumb because there's so few differences between the breads anyways. You are biased too. There needs to be more people on team rice. I don't get why people are so obsessed with bread. You guys just don't know how to cook with rice.何話してる 何話してるのかわからないけどかわいい。詳しくないけどかわいい。Uh, including rice bread and processed goods with rice. Yeah, you can make rice crackers, rice noodles. Like what? You can't make like stuff like that out of bread because it's more processed just inherently. Uncle Roger's gonna enter the chat soon with this rice versus bread debate goes on. Uncle Roger, I'm sure Uncle Roger would be on the side of rice. Pretty sure I'm team rice though. Some bread is like Play-Doh. I think okay, if it's team wheat, if it's wheat versus rice, it's a fair comparison. But saying bread versus rice, it's obviously in rice's favor. And the fact that people still agree with bread, it just shows the bias, in my opinion. 日本が恋しい。Uh, there's different kinds of bread, you know? Yes, I do know. Except a lot of them are like very similar. It's literally just nobody knows how to cook with rice. Except Asian people. 平らなご飯を食べたい日があります。平らなご飯。どういうこと You can't adobo without rice. How will you survive in Japan? I have money for Japan. I need extra money for Beyblades if anything. This is why Trash Chase is so good. 30 minutes of content out of a stupid premise and we're entertained. I don't know. I'm just saying I'm kind of peeved about I'm peeved that Trash Taste said that bread is better than rice. If they said wheat was better than rice, okay, that's fair. But bread better than rice? That's like, nah, man, nah. You can do so much, and the fact that they won the argument that you could do so much more with bread than rice is completely false. It's just because people don't know how to cook with rice. Do you use rice cooker? Yes, I do. Hitting on trash takes because they were right. Bro, nah, that's not right. No way. Have you ever tried rice with sweet eel sauce, Elisa? I've had like unagi and rice. That's really good. Rice is literally just a different wheat. But we're not comparing wheat to rice. We're comparing bread to rice. You can make bread out of rice, you can't make bread out of bread. If you're agreeing with Garnt, you know something went wrong. What do you mean? Warm brioche with butter is good. Brioche is pretty good. I do like brioche. Elisa, do you prefer sushi or ramen? Depends on what kind of ramen. If it's like a light ramen, I prefer the light ramen. But if it's not like the light ramen, I would rather have like sushi. Rice always makes me fuller. Actually, the gluten in bread kind of irritates your stomach a bit. So I find when I eat bread, it's actually it doesn't sit as well in my stomach as rice does. Rice noodles are so good. Yeah, pho. Pho is really good. Do you rinse the rice? Yes, I do. I do rinse the rice. Rice does not satisfy hunger, bread does. I mean, it's actually been shown like in studies that it's because of the gluten in bread. It does actually it's a mild irritant in your stomach. And also rice is known to be healthier than bread. What kind of rice is most popular in Japan? Short grain rice. What else does your body negatively react to? You also mentioned milk. Yeah, I don't take in milk as easily. I also know a lot of other people who say they don't have a lactose intolerance, but they still like react a little bit negatively to milk. It's like I can drink milk, but I don't drink. I make sure I don't drink too much of it because it does kind of give me diarrhea when I drink too much of it. How about fried rice? Fried rice is good. Then your stomach is weak. I'm sorry to tell you. I don't have a weak stomach. I have quite a strong stomach actually. Imagine coping this hard as imagine having a weak stomach. I mean, there's a reason why Asian people are so much thinner. Like I eat a lot of like strange things. I mean, I eat like a lot of fermented foods. Usually with the other people I know when they have like diarrhea or like constipation from the food we eat, it's like usually I'm fine, but they have like constipation. It's literally it's like just the it's like I feel like when I eat wheat or I guess like bread, it doesn't sit as well. I don't feel as energized as I do with rice. It's like having just rice and meat or like rice, meat, and vegetables is a lot, feels a lot more energizing than having meat and vegetables with bread. Wait, do you eat natto? I eat it. I have eaten it before. I do like it. It's good, but uh American like natto in Canada is not very good. Well, oyakodon is one of my favorite dishes. I can't make that with bread. I like oyakodon. If I like oyakodon is like really filling and also it's like if you were to make that with bread, the bread just wouldn't sit as well in your stomach. Do you like kimchi or any kinds of pickled vegetables? I make my own pickled mustard greens. I could actually show you some of my stuff. Look, this is my jar of pickled mustard greens. I pickled these like 2 weeks ago, I think. I put this in a jar with some salt water, and they're just pickling. They're pretty good, actually. You have to blanch them and then rub salt in them. They turn out very good. Anybody in chat have ever eaten pickled mustard greens? It's, I guess, similar to kimchi, but it's what Chinese people eat. Do you cook a lot? I cook like every day, almost every day. Never tried pickle. What does it taste like? Leaders of Egypt, aka the people of bread, had pot bellies, even though they had really healthy diet. It's thought that their large consumption of bread is what caused them to be overweight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bread is not as healthy as rice. I also have, this is my rice cooker. This is a Zolji Dushi. I don't think I've ever heard of mustard greens. Y'all don't know what the mustard greens are. Y'all are missing out on the mustard greens. Rice cooking stream. All right, it was a very fun stream, but I think I should go to sleep soon. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you for everybody that joined in. We had an interesting conversation about rice versus bread. Please stay tuned for next stream on Tuesday. I'll be waiting for you then. Gang, gang. All right. Thank you, everybody, who donated to my Beyblade fund. And thank you to everybody who stayed tuned. Everybody's appreciated. Thank you. Good night.